Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, AirspeedPrime here with my next channel update. This one's going to be for September 2018, and there's a bunch of things I want to talk about. Like in the title, I will cover how I'm going to cover the Dragon Prince, which is obviously airing later this week. But I'll start with talking about my Patreon. You'll know as of like about a month and a bit ago, I started to actually kind of push a little harder on that, do more stuff with it. And as of now, I do have a bunch of Patreon exclusive videos available up there. So the main series I'm doing there as an exclusive series is my top 10 anime. Kind of 15 to 25 minute long videos where I talk about one of the entries on my top 10 anime list. So right now, I have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 will be coming like this week. So in the next day or two, then the other one will go up in the list. Meaning that right now there are 6 of those videos up, with obviously the 7th to coming this week, and then obviously I do them weekly. And then I have one other exclusive video up on Patreon, which is a video of me building a Lego Star Wars set while talking about a bunch of different things. Obviously it's from a few weeks back, but it's still a pretty fun video. I feel it worked out actually relatively well, how like kind of quickly I was able to build it while actually having a bit of a conversation. So that's there. So those exclusive videos are available if you come in at the $3 tier on Patreon and become I call it the Avatar tier. Very briefly on the other ones, the tier above that is the $5 tier, which is the Knowledge Spirit tier. And if you come in there, you obviously get access to the exclusive videos, but you also get to choose a topic for an Avatar discussion topic video. That's the only way where you can guarantee that a topic that you want to be covered is going to be covered in that series. If you want to do a non-Avatar thing, you can also, as part of that tier, suggest a show for me to watch the first 2 or 3 episodes of, and I'll do a video on it giving my opinions. Then the final tier is the $10 tier. That's the Line Turtle tier, and that is the same as above, so you get to choose a video, whether it be the Avatar or the non-Avatar video. Plus, you can come on a discussion with me if you want. So that would be actually, having a discussion back and forth, kind of podcast style, on whatever Avatar topic you want, or discussing a TV show, whether it be the one you chose before or what. So a bunch of different options there on Patreon, and I just want to make that clear that that really does help to keep the channel going. I don't have a ton of patrons right now, but I will be putting out more and more exclusive videos as I kind of build up more patrons. So, that's an important thing for my channel. I don't end up talking about it too much in my videos, just because I don't really like to have like a whole 2-minute segment in every single video just kind of like promoting it. But it's linked in the description of every single one of my videos. So it would definitely be a help to me if you became a patron. So that out of the way, let's get into some of the other stuff. I think the most obvious thing is the Dragon Prince, which is obviously airing on Friday. I will be doing at least one video on it. The thing with me and the Dragon Prince is that I'm not entirely sold on it just yet. We have got a better trailer, and it definitely, I thought was a better showing for the show. I was very critical of the first trailer. I still am like completely in on it, so I'm waiting to see what the first episode is like. So more than likely, the first video you will see on the 14th when the show airs will be my review of episode 1. I think I'm going to keep it to episode 1 so I can really in-depth focus in on just one single episode. I'm hearing there's not too many episodes in the first season. Again, I haven't been keeping too much up with it, so if I like it, even a decent amount, I will probably just go ahead and review them in batches in a similar way to the way I do Voltron. So I'll do one for episode 1, and then it'll probably be like 2 and 3, and then the next 3 episodes, and the next 3 episodes, and so on. Do it like that, and that way you'll get 2, 3, maybe 4 videos covering the entire season. But again, that depends on if I like it, because the trailers haven't completely sold me. and I'm willing to give it a chance, of course. I'm not just saying, look, I'm not doing it right now, but I'm waiting to see what it's actually like and hoping it's better than it's kind of been presented so far. So just be aware of that. You'll get that, and then if I do end up really liking it, obviously that means I'll be doing a lot more Dragon Prince content. You might see the usual stuff that you're seeing for like Voltron or Avatar stuff now, where some speculation videos, more regular trailer analysis videos depending on what the content is going to be like, but just more kind of like news style videos on it, actually making it a big part of the channel if I end up really liking it. So there's that. The other thing would be Sword Art Online, and then the time change for Boruto. So Boruto is obviously one of the bigger series I do in my channel. It's obviously a weekly manga, so it rarely has a week off. And it's been consistently the Thursday video on my channel for the last couple of months. It's changing air slot from, what is it, like, I think it comes out Thursday for me, but I think it like might be like late, or like, what is it in Japan? It's obviously like in or around Thursday in Japan. It's changing, I think, to Saturday. Oh, no, it's changing to Sunday, which means more than likely I'll be able to watch it here on Saturday. The problem though is I think Sword Art Online, which Alicization, which is the last video I put out discussing the trailer for that, that's starting on the 6th of October, and I think it has a very similar time slot. Plus, Attack on Titan also ends up coming out over the weekends. So the videos over the weekend / I suppose Monday might be a little kind of cramped until I figure out exactly how that works in terms of like, okay, which comes out first, which video do I want to prioritize putting out first. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Sword Art Online because I'm a much bigger fan of SAO than I am of like Attack on Titan. And while I really like Boruto, obviously it hasn't really hit its stride just yet, so it's not at the most important point. The issue there, though, is that Sword Art Online kind of revealed, I think shocked a lot of people, that the Alicization Season 3 is going to be like at least 48 episodes, if not 52. They're doing 4 kind of like chunks of episodes rather than the usual like 1 or 2. So that means that's going to be a long running thing, so that is going to have a very specific slot on my channel. If it is out on Saturday, that would really help, but more than likely what it will mean is that I will probably have to put the Attack on Titan review on Monday, because I think that's going for like 26 episodes, so there will be an overlap time. And then Boruto, realistically it probably means I will have to do 2 videos on one day over the weekend, so I'll try and fit all of that in and see how it works with my schedule of other videos and stuff like that. It could get a bit packed, but we'll see how we go. I really want to cover SAO and still continue to do Boruto and Attack on Titan, so we'll see how it goes. Other than that, Star Wars Resistance, I believe the first episode is like airing sometime in October. I don't know exactly when. I'll review the first episode. What I've seen of the trailers doesn't impress me at all. I do not think I'll be reviewing this show overall, but I do, as someone who does cover Star Wars stuff on my channel, especially the Star Wars shows, I want to at least review that first, whatever they'd put out, if it's just the first episode or first 2 or 3 episodes as one. I'll review that and we'll see where we go from here. Depending on what way it goes, like I get the impression it might be one of those shows where I might want to just not review it every single week, but when it gets to like a mid-season finale or a finale and it's actually doing something big, maybe I'll kind of step back in and review it that way. Realistically, that's probably what I should have done with my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012 reviews, instead of just reviewing every episode and just getting more and more frustrated, but we'll see how we go. Other than that, you'll see the standard Avatar content. Whenever there's news, I will cover it. Whenever there's a new release, I will review it as soon as possible, and you'll see a lot of content about it. Like you saw with Turf Wars, I'll probably have another Turf Wars video actually out. I'm still waiting for my physical copy to arrive, but once it does, I will do a kind of overall in review thing of Turf Wars, and that'll be the last time I talk about Turf Wars for the most part until the hardcover comes out. So expect that video. It'll probably be over the weekend, because I think with the Dragon Prince and then some other videos I need to do, the week is sort of planned in terms of videos, so it'll probably be more of the weekend style video, maybe Saturday, assuming my copy arrives. I know it's been shipped, I'm just waiting for it to arrive. So I'll get that video out when it comes out, of course. Voltron, we know for sure there's going to be a panel at New York Comic Con. They're showing a sneak peek of the last season, which they're not confirming right now that it's the first episode, but I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being what it is. New York Comic Con's in October, so that means in the aftermath of New York Comic Con, we're going to get probably a trailer, or maybe a little bit of a delay, then a trailer, then the show. And of course, it's the last it's the last season of Voltron. I will be covering that in a lot of depth. Very early, my plan is to, for the most part, cover it in the same way as I usually do, where when the trailer comes out, I'll do a trailer analysis, and then when the show comes out, I'll do chunks of episodes again. But I probably will do a live reaction style video for the very last episode. Of course, I won't be able to show footage, but you'll get to see me watching it for the first time on camera. So that should be fun and a cool way to kind of, I suppose, celebrate the end of the show. And of course, you'll get the podcast review. You'll probably get another video from me analyzing some stuff about potentially where Voltron as a franchise can go in the aftermath, and so on. So the usual stuff on my channel will continue. Plus, there's going to be a little bit more anime on it, especially really combined together. It probably will mean I have to maybe shift the schedule around, or have a delay on one of those, in that like Boruto may have to be like delayed by a couple of days and review it in the middle of the week. But we'll see how it goes, as I said. I think that's basically everything I wanted to say. I'll probably have one more video on the Pro Bending Arena game. I do want to cover, I suppose, in more detail how the solo bender versus the team works, and how the setup for a solo bender is, and talk a little bit more about that. That'll probably be next week, I think. Probably will be when I get around to doing that. Maybe if my copy of Turf Wars Part 3 doesn't arrive this week, that video will be this week, but we'll see how it goes. You know, having to plan all these videos, I can only put out a certain amount every week. So yeah, I think that's everything. And then yeah, again, the Patreon, please, if you can, check out my Patreon and come in at the whatever tier you want to. And you know, you can get those bonuses by, you know, getting, of course, those exclusive videos, choosing topics for me to cover in the topics. And again, when you choose a topic, like, I'll have a conversation with you over messages and so on, and we'll make sure that it's exactly the topic that you want, and I'll cover the exact kind of points that you want to make in that as well. So it's not just a case of you say you want me to talk about like Ty Lee, and I just randomly do a video on Ty Lee. No, I'll ask what specific things you really want in the video and make sure to cover all of them. So it's a little bit more involved than just a one-line kind of, this is what I want a video about. So yeah, so that's been the video. Links in the description to my Patreon and so on. But yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.